Hello and happy St. Patrick's Day. Well, not yet, but we are geared up for that, and that's exciting. That's a huge holiday throughout the state, and there's a lot of information that I could just give you that would be really cool to know, but just know that there's a lot of cool information behind St. Patrick's Day. He was actually a person, and St. Patrick's Day is how we pay homage to him. And they have like large feasts over in Ireland. I think that's where it's at. I could be wrong. I don't know. But anyway, there's a lot of cool stuff about the icons, you know, like the four-leaf clover and little pots of gold and painting people and how the color became from blue to green and stuff like that. And so, yeah, it's just really cool. But we won't sit too long on that. We do have a lot of cool events happening throughout the town coming up, and so on April 23rd next month there's an annual rabies shot with the Animal Welfare Department for the City of Enid, and they have partnered with the Olson Animal Clinic Hospital, not a clinic, a hospital, and I don't know if you need to register for that. However, you will need proof of your rabies vaccinations, or if your pets don't have those yet, you can also get those this day at the Chisholm Trail Expo Center. That will be $10 for the shot and the city tag, or it'll just be $2 for the city tag, and the city tag is actually very vital to the animal welfare, like how their department runs with animals that they pick up and things like that. And so you'll need to call, if you have any questions, you'll need to call the number on the screen, 580-249-4910. And then we also have the Spring Skate Jam. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I don't quite remember attending this event last year, but I know that I had a huge turnout. And so Mayor Pankinen actually he went out there and had fun on his rollerblades, and so that was cool. But that's on Saturday, April 1st, and that's from 1 to 4 at the Enid Skate Park. There's tons of things going on with that. You can go to our website and you can get more information on that. And then we also have the Author Fest that we spoke about last week, and so this is really cool. I think this is an annual event, but they are looking for local authors or even Oklahoma authors to showcase their writing talents. Is that the right word? I don't even know if that's the right word. Yeah, talents. And so if that's something that you want to participate in as an author, then you can email the email on the screen, which is enidauthorfest@gmail.com. You can also get more information at the website. And so that's Saturday, April 15th from 1 to 5, and that will be so exciting. If you're looking for something to do, to get into, not to get into, but something to do within the community, there's tons of things going on. We have Visit Enid, which is right next door, and they have tons of flyers, and they also have this little handy dandy calendar of events. And they do this every month, so that way you can come in and you can get that. You can also get this on their website as well, stay up to date on their Facebook page, just like you can with the City of Enid. And so that is exciting too. And so I know the Clay Walker and Tracy Lawrence had a huge turnout. The parking lots were full. I don't think there was anywhere to park, so that was exciting. And then so we're just going to move right on into our infrastructure and progress and things like that. And so we have a road closure. This is actually an intersection closure. Actually, let me just pause and correct myself. This intersection is not closed. However, the Engineering and Technical Services has placed this intersection of East Broadway Avenue and South 16th Street intersection in the red flash, and it will act as a four-way stop. They are conducting traffic studies, and the timeline for this is yet to be determined, and when we get that information, we will update you on that. And then we also, this is in fact a road closure, and this is on Monday, February 6th, and this is on a portion of West Elm Avenue from North Jefferson Street to North Adams. Street, and this is for concrete repairs that will last approximately 6 weeks. And then we also have, which began on Monday, March 6th, a road closure for a portion of East Birch Avenue between North 19th Street and Orleans Avenue. Not to be confused with New Orleans, which is a pretty typical thing to say. So that is actually projected to last for 7 weeks, and so be aware of all of our construction workers as they are in the field trying to wrap up these construction projects, and so be aware of that. And then we also have this is also a road closure, and this is started on Monday, March 13th. And this is on Moore Avenue between South 4th Street and South Leona Mitchell Boulevard. And this is to allow them to work on the waterline improvement project. And that parking lot for Leona Mitchell Apartments will still be accessible. And so that will last about 3 days. So be aware of that. And then we also have some employment opportunities within the city of Enid, and as you can see, we do have some part-time lifeguard positions available, and so I know that we need a lot of those positions filled to be able to open the pool, and so that's also exciting to see that come up because I'm a fish and I like to swim.
That's good, because I know we typically open the pool around Memorial Day or after Memorial Day, so that's good that we're starting in advance 2 months early to get those lifeguards. We need 18 lifeguards and two head lifeguards. So
yep.
If you know anybody who has those credentials, I mean, we will get trained with those credentials, but if you know anybody with those credentials, of course tell them to go to enid.org/careers and apply. That'll be good.
Yep. So. Or any of the full-time positions that you see on there, those are also available as well. And so you can see the closing dates on those, and so you might hurry and get those in there. And then we also have some board vacancies that I know that have been filled, and then we have some that are coming up that will be filled. So if you're wanting to be a part of the city and make it better and things like that, then this is the time to do that.
And I did speak to the city clerk today, and I know we need some people with that position, the Historic Preservation Committee. We need specifically those licensed, like the registered architect. We need specifically those for those. We have some people who have applied for historic preservation, but they were they didn't have any of the credentials. And of course, there's some just being a Enid resident on there, but we need those 4 or 5. We need a historian, we need a registered architect, we need a representative from MAPC, representative from the Waverly Historic District, and all of those things in order to fulfill that commission. So if you're one of those, has one of those credentials, please apply at enid.org/board application to be on that board. So
there you go. That's how to get involved. And then we also have, this is another way to get involved too. And so we are going to talk about this a little bit more in depth than we have some of the other stuff. And so we have the runoff vote on April 4th. And so it's not too late if you want to do an absentee ballot. All you need to do, let me give you the information, and I'm just going to read it to you so that I'm not wrong.
As long as they're in Ward 2.
Right.
Resident
Ward 2.
Resident.
Right. And so the vote is April 4th, like I said, and you will need to register, have registered to vote, which was on the 10th, if you want to vote in person, correct?
If you want to vote, period.
Period. Okay. But then there's also a deadline for an absentee ballot vote.
So if you are registered, already registered,
right?
What is it?
Then it's March 20th. Okay. And if you want an absentee ballot vote, then you will need to have that notarized, and there are photo IDs required for that. So, and then you have to go to oklahoma.gov/elections to get a absentee form.
Yes.
So that's a lot to try and keep lined out so that that makes sense. So if that's something that you're in Ward 2 and you want to vote, then that's what you need to do.
Especially if you want to do absentee versus being able to do it on the day.
Right.
Or the week before, there are going to be 2 early days of voting, the Thursday and Friday, prior to April 4th. Was it that Thursday and Friday? What are those dates? Are they the 30th and 31st?
I don't have those
Whatever the dates
down.
are, the
Right.
week, Thursday and Friday before April 1st.
Right.
They are able to vote from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Garfield County Election Board, which is on Felling Avenue. So.
Yes. Yep. And so that's definitely one way to get involved if you're in Ward 2.
Yep.
And then we also have some upcoming meetings, and this is a whole nother way to get involved with your city. And so we have the MAPC meeting, right? And that is Monday, March 20th at 6, and that's in the council chambers. And then we also have the commission meeting coming up, which is on that next day, which is Tuesday, March 21st, and that study session is at 5, and then the commission meeting is at 6:30.
Yep.
And so you can come and public comment
and be informed on what's going on in the
Yes.
city, because sometimes people don't have all the information. It's good to stay informed.
Yes.
Come to the
Agreed.
meetings and get informed.
That's right.
Yep.
Agreed with all of that. And then we also have, so another way to be informed, but in a different way to stay informed with the weather, is with the Garfield County Emergency Management app. Now this app is specific to Garfield County. It's not going to cut it. You can get the information about other places in the states because they utilize the app too. But if you live here and you want to know about the weather changes or the storms coming or whatnot, this is a great way to do it. You can do it on their Facebook page, on their website, and you can do it through the app. And if you have any questions and you need to download this app, or you need to download SeeClickFix, then you can call our office at 616-7258. You will get me personally, and I will help you as much as I possibly can. This is about reporting issues that you see that need to get taken care of, like a street light's out or something like that, like a pothole. You can request a transit ride. And so if you want to do that, another way to stay completely informed with what the city of Enid has going on, events, traffic closures, road closures, water outages, stuff like that, then you can stay connected with us on our Facebook, on our Twitter, Instagram, Roku, Fire TV, YouTube, all of those places. We're everywhere just for you. Then that is another way to stay informed. And so we thank you for joining us today, and we hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Bye.